is Radio Pakistan. The news read by Daman Zaman. The headlines. The Prime Minister has directed the Pakistan Muslim League Nawaz leaders to expedite the public contact campaign utilizing digital technology with responsibility. Iran has expressed keen interest to initiate more electricity projects with Pakistan. A 5-day anti-polio vaccination campaign will begin in selected districts of the Punjab and Sindh from tomorrow. The All Parties Hurriyat Conference says Kashmir is not an integral part of India but an internationally recognized dispute. The Israeli occupation army has martyred 3 Palestinian youths near Nablus in the occupied West Bank. In the Pakistan Super League Season 8, Peshawar Zalmi beat Islamabad United by 13 runs in Rawalpindi today. And now the news in detail. The advisor to the Prime Minister on Political Affairs, National Heritage and Culture, Engineer Amir Maqam, called on the Prime Minister Mohammad Shahbaz Sharif in Lahore today and gave a detailed briefing on the political situation in Khyber Pakhtunkhwa. During the meeting, issues pertaining to national heritage and culture division were also discussed. They also exchanged views on the overall political situation of the country and other issues of mutual interest. The Prime Minister directed for expediting the public contact campaign and effective utilization of the digital technology with responsibility in this regard. The Railways Minister Khwaja Saad Rafiq called on the Prime Minister Shahbaz Sharif in Lahore today. They discussed various issues including railways, aviation and the overall political situation of the country. The Minister for Information and Broadcasting, Maryam Aurangzeb, has criticized the Pakistan Tehreek-e-Insaf chairman Imran Khan for sabotaging law and order situation in the country. Addressing a news conference in Lahore today, she said Imran Khan orchestrated a drama of cipher after he was thrown out from power last year, which badly damaged our foreign relations. She said every single political gimmick of the Pakistan Tehreek-e-Insaf leadership, including allegation of imported government, failed miserably. She said Imran Khan signed an agreement with the International Monetary Fund on tough terms and played with the country's economy through imprudent policies. The Railways Minister Khwaja Saad Rafiq says democratic and political stability is inevitable for the progress and development of the country. Addressing a party workers' convention in Lahore today, he said political workers have to put their efforts for improving the living standard of the common man. He said Pakistan Muslim League Nawaz leadership is busy in solving issues of the masses. Talking about the economic policies of the Pakistan Tehreek-e-Insaf chief, he said the general public is still suffering from imprudent economic policies. He said PTI chief is responsible for political instability in the country. He said disqualification of Mohammad Nawaz Sharif on the basis of Akama was a conspiracy against democracy and the country. Iran has evinced keen interest to initiate more electricity projects with Pakistan. This understanding was reached during a meeting between the Minister for Energy, Engineer Khurram Dastagir Khan, and his Iranian counterpart Ali Akbar Mehrabian in Tehran. During the meeting, the mutual areas of interest were discussed. The Energy Minister of Iran appreciated the authorities of Pakistan on the construction of transmission line for import of electricity from Iran to Gwadar at a fast pace. A 5-day anti-polio vaccination campaign to immunize more than 21.54 million children under the age of 5 will kick off in Sindh and Punjab from tomorrow. The vaccination campaign is being held in 2 phases due to concurring activities of the 7th National Census. In the first phase, over 17.41 million children in 13 districts of the Punjab and 16 districts of Sindh and Islamabad will be vaccinated. The second phase will be held from the 3rd of next month to vaccinate more than 4.12 million children in 12 districts of Balochistan, 26 districts of Khyber Pakhtunkhwa. The Minister for Health Services, Abdul Qadir Patel, has urged parents and caregivers to ensure that their children receive the life-saving polio vaccine so that they remain protected from polio virus. This is Radio Pakistan. A plane carrying humanitarian aid from Pakistan arrived in southern Turkey early this morning. The plane departed from Lahore and landed at Adana Airport and is loaded with 1,200 winter and fire-resistant tents. These tents have been sent by the Pakistan government as part of the special cargo flight operation to transport 50,000 tents. 3 ships carrying nearly 13,600 winterized tents are also headed to Turkey and will arrive in Mersin province later this month. The process of filing nomination papers for the election of the Punjab Assembly started today. Candidates can file their nomination papers with the returning officers till Tuesday. Names of the nominated candidates will be published on Wednesday, while scrutiny of nomination papers will continue till the 22nd of this month. Candidates may withdraw their nomination papers on the 5th of next month, while final list of candidates will be published the same day. In the Indian illegally occupied Jammu and Kashmir, the All Parties Hurriyat Conference senior leader Ghulam Ahmad Gulzar has said Kashmir is not an integral part of India but an internationally recognized dispute. In a statement issued in Srinagar, Ghulam Ahmad Gulzar said India will never succeed to conquer Kashmiris through the use of its military might, and Kashmiris will never allow the Rashtriya Swayam Sevak Sangh to impose its devilish Hindutva agenda in the Indian illegally occupied Jammu and Kashmir. He said the killing of innocent Kashmiris, inhuman and degrading torture, random arrest, sealing of properties, bulldozing of houses, imposition of taxes, termination of Kashmiri employees, and molestation of womenfolk and other heinous crimes have become the order of the day in the occupied valley. Meanwhile, the National Conference President Farooq Abdullah and People's Democratic Party Chief Mehbooba Mufti, among many other political leaders, joined Candle March of Jammu and Kashmir Services Selection Board aspirants taken out in Jammu city. Thousands of JKSSB aspirants gathered at Ranbir Liberty Chowk in Jammu city, where they staged a strong protest against the JKSSB. The Israeli occupation forces have martyred 3 Palestinian youth workers near Nablus in the northern occupied West Bank. The Palestinian Ministry of Health said the Israeli occupation army fired at the youth who were inside their vehicle at the checkpoint of Sara and killed them in a targeted assassination. Ukraine and Russia have claimed that hundreds of enemy troops have been killed in the fight for Bakhmut. A Ukrainian military spokesperson, Sehriye Sherevati, said 221 pro-Moscow troops were killed and more than 300 wounded in Bakhmut. Russia's defense ministry said up to 210 Ukrainian soldiers were killed in Donetsk region. In India, journalists belonging to different media outlets are receiving continued online threats from the extremist Hindutva parties, including the Rashtriya Swayam Sevak Sangh and the ruling Bharatiya Janata Party. According to journalist, Alt News co-founder Mohammad Zubair Qom has received continued online threats from Hindu extremists. They also noted that the police are backing the Hindu extremists involved in harassing journalists. Iran has reached a deal to buy Sukhoi Su-35 fighter jets from Russia. According to Iranian officials, the Sukhoi 35 fighter planes are technically acceptable for them. Meanwhile, the United States Department of Defense Pentagon spokesman John Kirby has expressed alarm over the growing military cooperation between Iran and Russia. And now cricket. In the 29th match of the Pakistan Super League Season 8, Peshawar Zalmi defeated Islamabad United by 13 runs in Rawalpindi today. Batting first, Peshawar Zalmi scored 179 runs in the stipulated 20 overs for the loss of 8 wickets. In reply, Islamabad United were all out for 166 runs in 19.4 overs. And finally, the weather report. Mainly dry weather is expected in most parts of the country during the next 12 hours. However, partly cloudy conditions are likely with rain, thunderstorm in expected areas at isolated places in Upper Khyber Pakhtunkhwa, Kashmir, Gilgit-Baltistan and its adjoining areas during evening and night hours. And that is the end of this news bulletin. For more news and analyses, log on to our website radio.gov.pk, and you can also watch the live video streaming of our bulletins on the link facebook.com/Radio Pakistan News Official.